3 seconds. You didn't even go over rosters. How unprofessional. I'll go roster quick.
10 people on one team and 10 people on the other team.
But which 10 people? It's important, Pretend. People want to know.
Yeah, because obviously they know who all these people are, and if they do, we need to explain who they are. Let's go. Look at what's happening.
Yeah.
Impact taking control of the main points, it seems.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of a contest on the right platform. Cryptic Galaxy does get that cleanup, so one more is coming in.
Yeah, but again, those ladders come into play because you are able to bow spam down those ladders and just kind of, like you said, just kind of stave off those pushes as much longer than you might otherwise if it was just a staircase. Now, we did talk about the gapple spawners as well, right? So those gapple spawners are important because they're right in front of that flag room. So you get control of those gapples and do exactly what Calaf, Riley, and Cryptic are doing. Get the gapple, chug one, grab the flag. And that's exactly what they're doing. And now they just have to run back. Calaf leading the way.
He's on the platform, he's going to get off, and he's going to take the center route to get the flag back, this parkour route, as opposed to the flags.
Yeah,
not down. With 6 hearts, you get killed very quickly.
Yeah.
They can be held off for a bit, however, Riley does get it back up. When that flag is dropped in the center, it's important for the other team, I feel, to stall you out and make you waste a lot of people focusing on getting that flag back, while you push aside yourself. Or
and
two if you can.
It'd be interesting to see if Impact does the exact same thing on the other side almost immediately, because I think that'd be a really cool strat from Impact if they sent a third guy over here and just did it again really fast. Excuse me. Oh, I think that'd be a great way for them to take an early lead, sending Sinus and Win over to this left side part and just taking this flag, especially with someone. But as I say, that Clap just walks over and gets the flag again. So
and as you see, they are both spamming down this staircase from which you get to spawn.
Clap is running back, and that's going to be a cap. Yeah.
That is the second cap for Impact.
It's 15 seconds, Thungin. And yeah, Rushev has corrected. Curtain is 6 hearts. No, wait, no. Curtain was right. It's 6 hearts.
Yeah, it's 6 hearts.
That's what you said, yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Someone in the chat said 4 hearts. And you're a little bit slower, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's exactly slowness 1, though. I think it's just a small slowness effect. I mean, Rushev could probably tell that, considering, like, he added that.
No. You can't have, buddy? You can't have accurate information.
I'm here. The slowness, I think... I don't actually know off the top of my head.
Oh my god.
Good thing you made the map or not.
Good thing I have access to the XML.
Yeah,
actually, everyone here does.
I don't.
I can't read XML.
Yeah. Alright, another team push coming in from Impact. They have 4 people coming to this right side. Mega Base trying to hold it down. He's the only one left on the point, but Strange is able to grab the flag and just turn around real quick.
Impact walking all over, and DlayLy making no counter push on the other side.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It is actually slowness 1.
Okay.
It's slowness 1?
Yeah.
Huh.
How did Strange die just then? Alright, interesting.
But the flag is back. That's 3-0 for Impact.
Yep.
Impact focusing so hard on their right side. DlayLy really not taking the opportunity to push the left.
But what's interesting is Impact is definitely in the position where they could do the exact same thing on left side too.
Yeah.
Although
they're rotating back to be kind of defensive, it seems, in between flag caps.
Yeah.
But DlayLy, considering they're just losing that right flag over and over again, could be getting
here it goes again. That's 5 people walking in from Impact, grabbing it. Claff grabs it again, and here we go. So
all
as long as
in their spawn though, trying to deal with it, and they're not able to counter push.
I mean, as long as Impact keeps exploiting this, you know, DlayLy's gonna have to figure something out, like, now. That's 1 cap too late, I'm afraid.
They've got no time to delay.
Yeah, that's like 1 cap too late, I'm afraid, to try and figure something out. And as we say that, Impact does exactly what we were just talking about. Pushes the left point, and Stranger's got the flag and run back already. So as they push one side,
Germany all over again.
As they push one side, then they also push onto the other side, as DlayLy was distracted by the other side push, and Stranger's about to get the 5th cap for Impact. As 5-0. So, unfortunately, it looks like DlayLy is not going to be stopping Impact anytime soon, because rally numbers just grabbed the flag yet again.
Oh, and we do have a flag for DlayLy.
Oh, T.
And he's killed.
And he's done. But DlayLy is here.
Oh, and he's killed.
So, Interestingly enough, I see this is why I like going through rosters, because DlayLy actually has a member called DlayLy, so it's kind of an interesting little tidbit
And
there.
that tells you so much about what's going to happen in this map. Let me read off
DlayLy's
a list
defender.
I just like knowing these things, okay? But right now, looks like Impact is setting up to do exactly what they've done 6 times previous, I'm sorry. And Riley Numbers and Claps here taking this fight. The problem is just DlayLy just can't win a fight. And it sounds awful, but they're just not winning a duel. I mean, they're running in and they're just losing the duels every time. They
As he
start
says
like
that
DlayLy mega
just
numbers.
won a 2v2.
Yeah. Well, I mean, streamer curse. It's gotta happen eventually. But DlayLy needs to really start working on the rotations to get 3-4 people like stacks up into those flag rooms to defend against this pushes from Impact. Because as we say that, and Impact has had control of the side platforms this whole game, so they're just chugging golden apples as the map goes on.
Yep. Well, at this point though, DlayLy just has to do something because as we said, like a loss is a loss. Like if they lose 200-0, it's no less bad than if they lose 10-0. They need to start scoring points to have a chance of coming back.
Yep.
And they're just not doing that. They're just kind of scrambling to try and get flags, and they have not scored a single point so far.
Yeah, the caster's curse, not the streamer's curse. Duh.
They've touched 1 flag so far, I believe, and were killed immediately afterward.
Yeah.
Whereas Impact is grabbing them left and right.
And just waltzing around the map with
Mm-hmm. After this is
That's it?
desert or what?
Oh, yeah. I thought, yeah. After this is desert, I believe, yep.
No, next is Verdant.
See? Told you it was Verdant. I said that. Stranger just seems to be doing it just for the lulz at this point. He's just running across, grabbing the flag and just running back.
Well,
How
I
many
mean,
times? Nah, of
when your
course.
team is that dominant, you can just play like that.
Yeah.
As we said
course.
earlier, Impact is good enough to be able to play kind of casually against these teams, and
Yeah.
it has not really been biting them in the butt.
Yeah, there hasn't been a team that's met them that really tested their mettle just yet. Hopefully, later on in the tournament, the qualifier, or the invitationals, we'll really see Impact kind of push their limits a little better.
I think it is a lot more fun to see matches where you do have equally skilled teams, and it's much more about being smarter. But unfortunately, we're not really going to see that too soon.
Yeah.
Impact
I mean,
has won 2 tournaments in a row, so.
Huh?
Well, not the last 2, but they did
Oh,
win
okay, I was gonna
Conquest
say.
and Guardians of the Wool.
Guardians of the Wolf, yep. So they're a 2-time tournament champ, I think would be the better way of saying it.
Yeah.
But again, okay. In the qualifiers, upsets are possible, but much less expected than maybe in the invitationals.
They'll do a lot less since it's far from single elimination.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like Impact's playing casually either.
No, of course not. I mean, they just have complete control over the map.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they were playing very seriously until they were 10-0, and then they were just like, fuck it, let's all go offense, because they can't lose at this point.
Yep.
This is basically Stranger's only chance to play offense, so he's making the most of it. He said that.
Exactly.
So.
I think Verdant will prove much more interesting, I think, for DlayLy, just because I think the way the map was set up, they weren't really prepared for the rotations and the constant pushing, whereas on Verdant, maybe they'll be able to lock down some choke points a little better than they currently are. Just because on this map, there are a lot of different methods of maneuvering around the map, and it can be a little tricky trying to lock down certain portions of the map sometimes. That is 14-0 for Impact with only 2.5 minutes remaining. Tangy. So, unfortunately, bit of a one-sided match, but again, in the qualifiers, technically, I think, as my friend Dr. Shock has said, in the qualifiers, the people that are supposed to win, and that's usually how it goes. So that we have proper seedings going into the invitationals. Sometimes there will be some, you know, unbalanced matches as we see here, but this is the time for teams to really earn their spots in the invitationals. Impact, if they go 5-0, Dr. Chuck has a friend? Yeah, he does. If Impact goes 5-0, they will of course be seeded very, very highly, if not first, or top 3, top 4 in the invitationals, which is a great spot for them to be in. Yeah, I am Parkway, and stream with me. Kurtain stepped out for a sec, and this is Reshift. Yeah, this is Reshift streaming with me right now. Kurtain just stepped away for a second, but he was the one commentating with me earlier. You heard him. And Reshift, yeah. So only 1 minute remaining, and there's now 17-0. And I think both teams are just kind of in their head already on the second map. I think this map has ended, and we're already on Verdant Corridors, and some of these players' heads just like, okay, let's just forget that ever happened, especially on DlayLy. Hopefully they're just like, let's just forget this ever happened. Move on to the second map, start over, fresh faces, fresh PvP, and try to take it there. And possibly take Impact to that third map, which would be Desert Sanctuary, of course. It's only 30 seconds remaining. Looks like we're going to have one last cap coming in for Impact. Maybe? Okay, so DlayLy actually had that flag and was running back, and there's this huge team fight going on. Megabase carrying that flag, but DlayLy defender is the only one left here to take him. And Fanday, I don't know. So, good last ditch effort. Try to get that last minute flag for DlayLy. But 20-0 Impact. That is the first map gone. So, moving on to the second map. Will be Verdant Corridors, as we said, and hopefully we're rotating relatively quickly so we can talk through that map. It's a bit of an interesting map. It's a little tough to figure out the first couple times you walk through it, but once you figure it out, it's a pretty fun map to really test the team's ability to rotate, and also, like, as we're talking about, locking down rotations, because a lot of long, skinny hallways and corridors that you kind of have to make sure you have control of, and you always have eyes on, because sneaky things can happen in Verdant Corridors that you don't want. Getting that flag, getting it, someone just popping out by your flag that you never even knew was there, and then him being able to kind of finagle his way back to his own side through those tunnels and twists and turns. So it is definitely
what's really unique about Verdant is that it's almost impossible to hold a full-on line of scrimmage. The line of sight that blocks everything in mid makes it so the only point in which you're going to stop someone is when they actually come out into the open at your team side.
Yeah.
You have to have a balance between splitting your team up into groups that will be assigned to each separate pathway, and coordinating and bringing those groups back together for a push onto the flag.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll just fly through real quick here. Let's see. Obviously, on the other side, we have the team spawn, and then their flag, which is elevated up on these walkways, so that you can't just kind of... Ground pushing isn't just immediately to the flag, it's a ground push, and you have to climb one of these ladders or go up a ramp on one of these side hallways to get up to the flag level. Excuse me. And then as we walk through in the mid, we have these little dips where all these tunnels meet up in the middle, and of course in the center we have the Gapple spawner in the center, correct?
Iron.
The iron spawner in the center, correct, I'm sorry. Yeah, iron spawner in the center, so that you can craft yourself iron armor, maybe beef your defenders up and stuff. Branching off on the side, so coming to the right side, there's a staircase up that offenders can use to get to the level of your walkway where your flag is at. That's one way of attacking. And then similarly over here, we have these vines going up to this top section where you can cross these rafter areas. So you can shoot down on people or just cross over to opposite sides, maybe choking out defenders or offenders. Same goes for the other side as well. It's mirrored. And then we have both teams' rafters that end up pouring out right by their flag. This one opens up right into a staircase that you can jump out. One-way entrance, again, you can't jump back onto there. Or you can grab their flag and then find your way back somehow with this one of these long ramps. This long ramp here is what I like to call it. Where you can just basically run back, maybe do a little jumpity jump, get back on your ramp, and then you have to cap your flag at your base, which is where your flag is at right now. Where their flag is currently. So that is how this map will go. I think we're just waiting on the 10th for DlayLy to join. Now that I have the time, I'm going to run through the roster real quick. Someone just from Impact just dropped, actually. But for DlayLy, we have DlayLy. We have DlayLy, the man himself. We have DlayLy Defender. We have Edwin Azzy Talqual. Fanda X Cribu X. Jeans. Lesha Shabo. Megabase. Senior Elmo. And T. And then for Impact, we have Raul, Strangey, Cryptic Galaxy, Epsilpha, Genie1, Into the Void, Just Call Me Yitz, PvPM Haze, Riley Numbers, and Sinus Wolf. So, we will see how DlayLy bounces back from that loss on Narica, here on Verdant Corridors, and see how they bounce back, see if they can take Impact to a little closer of a game, and we will see.
Some key differences from Narica are that the flag behaves way differently. The actual time for it to despawn is 40 seconds, and once you get into mid, it's very hard to actually hold it for 40 seconds without someone touching it. Because you can go through rafters, you come through the side, jumping down onto it and just resetting the timer is very, very possible. Additionally, the main ways you're going to get up onto like this upper level with the flag is by the side lanes. Going through rafters there's one way out of the rafters onto it, and it's this really long corridor that you can both spam down as a defender. And the vine and the one wide bridge that's actually in that room is really precarious, and even as a defender it's hard to use. So other than that, the spawn timer extends every 2 minutes, similar to Ascendance 2. So watch out for that as the game goes on. Team fights will matter a lot more, as deaths will send people out for up to 20 seconds. Alright, and we are starting. Earl jumps down. Now that the flag's on the ground, it's going to be much easier to defend, quite honestly. Still, only 20 seconds left for that to respawn. Or despawn, that is. Once it's despawned, it takes 10 seconds for it to reappear on the flag platform. Strange is gonna try and go back through mid. Once you make it through that archway, you're basically at the point where you can jump down from rafters and reset the timer as needed. Also, I can't hear you if you are talking.
My mic was muted.
Nice.
I was talking the whole time. Yeah. So I was talking about how the flag, as it gets capped and touched, it will come down, and it kind of acts like a checkpoint, you know, as you progress yourselves towards your side of the map. And it was interesting that DlayLy decided to go so defensive, surrounding that one flag while it was on the floor, because it was relatively easy to defend, and Impact was so aggressive. They really need to kind of push Impact back so that they can get some map ground, you know, some grounds on the map. Because right now, when that flag despawned, Impact's waiting on the front door, knocking for the flag already. And there we go, Into the Void just jumps in, grabs the flag for himself, and he's gonna run back, while the rest of Impact just cleans up all of the defenders. And this might be a straight shot for Into the Void back to the flag, especially with Impact helping himself out. Genie, Riley, Strange G all helping out, stopping that guy from carrying him. Catching up to him, and Into the Void will have a free run back to that flag capture. And as we see this is happening, DlayLy really needs to be taking this opportunity to take back some ground on the map, because right now they're pushed so far back into their base, they really can't get anything done. So this is the point where they need to start pushing up, and that's exactly what they're doing, which is good to see. But that is the first capture for Impact, and on this map, it's first to 3. Excuse me, it's first to 3 caps, and then we're done. Looks like we have DlayLy going.
Impact just held DlayLy's upper flag portion. Able to get another pickup. Right now it's in the side lane.
Oh yeah, look at that. So, and as we just saw right there, Into the Void just hopped on real quick, reset that timer, and I'll be able to get another person on there relatively quick. I'd imagine Cryptic will make this run soon, maybe? No? Maybe just call me Itz if you win this fight, but I think DlayLy's doing a good job of holding this spot down. Oh, Cryptic gets in. As I say that, he gets in, sneaks in, grabs the flag, and resets that timer.
Really, and just a timer reset.
Yep, but that's all you need to really kind of help yourself, and every time you get just a couple blocks closer is helping your team out. DlayLy, I think they need to be sending 2 or 3 people on offense around this right-hand side towards that ramp that Impact was holding, and really help out. DlayLy here is just kind of watching the defender. I think he should. Okay, there's. Can I get in the selfie? Okay, perfect time for that. And as we see that, Riley just resetting that timer again, as we say. Start. But DlayLy starting to push up through this side room because they have to cover that flag. Like I said, really like to see them send 1, maybe 2, maybe even 3 people over to this offensive side so that they can kind of have a little bit of pressure on this map. But right now they're just playing so defensively and so passively. Impact is just going to run up and basically just, you know, just grab the flag at their will and slowly and surely get back to their side, which is going to ensure them another cap. Now luckily for DlayLy, at the moment, once this flag despawns, they will be in a decent position to push, and Impact is not in a position to where they can just grab the flag relatively quickly, except for this one member Impact getting chased down. I think that was Genie over there. But this is the time, if there ever was a time, for DlayLy to push now. I'm not sure where all their team members went. They were all over in this hallway.
The match here. It should be important to mention that proximity and touches are a thing with CTF now.
Yes, definitely. So if this match ends up coming to a tie in terms of flag captures, who's carrying the flag? Bro. In terms of captures, it will come down to whoever has the closest kill on the flag, or depending on how far you got back, the closest person to get back to their base.
It was closest player to the flag. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gotcha.
I think that's Krat. No.
Looks like Riley is just waiting here for the flag to respawn. He still has 3 seconds to kind of cut around before that flag is back. But there's no one here to stop him, so he's going to be able to grab it with just calls me to support him in just 5 seconds. And they'll have that flag in their hands yet again. They have 4 people here. Impact has 4 people here to help themselves get back to their side with that flag. And they do have a bit of a straight shot right now. And Trendy could go uncontested. Oh, he's going to meet one man, Fan the Scribo. And I say that. And Genie just gets boosted over that gap right there. And Cryptic Galaxy to slow down the one guy that was fighting him. And Genie should be in the clear for this capture as long as this guy doesn't sprint up mid and take him out. But that will be another cap for Impact. And there will be 2-0 so far for Impact. Again, DlayLy needs to be taking advantage of these positions and push it forward. They're just allowing Impact to have such forward positions on the map. They're not able to get anything done because even though Impact is going on the offensive and grabbing the flag, they're running back with the flag and still being in offensive position. So it's hard for DlayLy to really capitalize on anything. Because as we see here, Impact already has the flag. Just call me, it says the flag already, and is running back with it already. And they have 5 people here to kind of just guide them back to that flag. And unless the entirety of DlayLy shows up somewhere and is magically in Impact space, this will be GG, and that will be Impact winning. And that'll be
at least they got a
2-0.
touch.
At least they got a touch. That'll be Impact winning this best of 3 2-0 and winning and going through the qualifiers with a 5-0 record. So good for them. They will go into the invitations with a wonderful seed. Obviously one of the top seeds.